will be unstable and feel weak until you know how to handle your emotions, period. And I'm also mostly talking about these really big emotions like sadness, desperation, fear, anger. When you follow the method that I'm telling you today, you will have your emotions as your superpower. Nothing will knock you down anymore. If you're an empath or a highly sensitive person, you know exactly how it feels to have these strong emotions. You feel everything really deeply. And this sometimes can make you feel weaker than people that are not so emotional. I know how that feels. And I'm happy that I can tell you today how I found out how you can handle these really strong and intense emotions. Hi, I'm Patricia Andrea. I'm a spiritual life coach and an empath as well. So I know how it feels to feel. I know how it is to have these really, really deep and strong emotions. So first I want to tell you how I found out this method, the method that I'm teaching you today that you can use from now on. So I remember I always read something about that when you have a strong emotion that you should go into that emotion and observe it. And I tried this out many times, but it never really worked. But then it came a day when I had no other option than going really, really deep into an emotion. So you may know already that I have a drug abuse past. So once when I came down from a substance, other things happened around me that made me really sad, like really desperate. I was in a situation that made me so sad, so desperate. And it was a level on desperation that I cannot really explain in words. And then it happened that I was really alone, like really alone. I did not have people around me. I could not call anyone. It was in the midst of the night, and I was in a place where I could not watch TV. There was nothing. So I was just laying there, and I felt this extreme emotion. And then I thought about all these books that I have read, and I thought about how it is that you should observe these emotions, that you should go into these emotions. And I thought, like, how should that help? How should that help? It never worked. But I had no other possibility. I no other option, so I had to go inside. There was nothing around me. I could not go outside and, I don't know, think about something else, doing something else. There was no chance, so I had to go inside. That was the only way that I could go. So I went inside, and there was this intense pain. I felt the pain like in my kind of stomach, heart center, like everywhere here. And I just went in. I closed my eyes and just went inside. And the pain got worse. So I thought for myself, okay, good. It gets worse, but everyone is telling that you should go into the pain. Like, what does that mean? And then I had no other chance. So I said, okay, pain gets worse. I'm so scared, because if it gets worse now and if I go more inside, then it will get worse and worse. And in the end, I don't know what will happen. I will just die or I will explode because of all that pain. But I tried it. I continued. I went inside. It got worse. It got worse. And I really had to go. And then something happened. Suddenly I felt light. Suddenly, it felt like everything is okay. Even pain is okay. And even pain is beautiful. And of course, now telling about it is something completely different. You have to feel it to understand it. But it was something that I never had experienced before. I really transmuted completely an emotion. From extreme fear, pain, desperation, to an emotion of acceptance, even of love, even of beauty. It was not that then I was happy, jumped around and danced and was singing. No, but it was okay. I felt acceptance. And I knew that everything has a reason. And I knew that even pain is beautiful, that everything is just an experience. And that I am a soul. And I knew in that moment, even more than before, that I'm completely safe. And I'm completely loved. So it was a highly spiritual moment. In that moment also I had a strange picture in my mind. It was, imagine these movies from the medieval time or Vikings or so. They have these battles on the battlefield and everyone is fighting. And one of the heroes gets hit and falls to the ground. And then usually they film it in a way that this person is lying on the floor and everything around them is battling. Like everyone is jumping around, killing each other. There's blood everywhere. But this person that is lying there, this dying, is just calm. And it's just an acceptance. Maybe they even have a smile on their face. And that's what I felt. That was the image that came to me to explain the situation. While I had this whole battlefield around me, all that pain that I had to go through, but in the end, it was just me smiling and just observing all the chaos around me. But knowing that the essence of everything is just love and acceptance. So now for you to use it, I give you all these points that I went through so you can use it for yourself as well when you have a strong emotion. First, identify where the emotion is. For me, many times my emotions are here, but it doesn't mean that it's always there. It can be that you can feel it on your shoulders. It can be that you can feel it on your belly or on your sacral chakra. It could be that it is on your back or somewhere else or in your head. Just identify where this emotion is. And second, look at it. Just be there, observe it, look what happens. So if you know, for example, in my case my emotion was here. So in my mind, with my third eye, I was just looking at it. I was just observing it. I did nothing else, just kind of sitting there and look at it. And then fear came. I think the moment when I began to observe my pain, fear came as well. And then you have to decide to stay. Just stay also with the fear now. And begin to go deeper. Feel that you go into the pain. You go into the pain together with your fear, but you go into the pain. And when you are scared that the emotion will get worse, yes, it's possible. It's pretty possible that it gets worse. But go on, continue. Nothing happens to you. Nothing happens to you. Because it's just you. You are here. The emotion is always there. If something would have happened, it would have already happened. So just go on, go into the emotion, go into the emotion. Just have this patience. The deeper you go, the more it will hurt. But then you will arrive at a point where the magic happens. And you will feel relief, you will feel peace, you will feel acceptance. And now I have to tell you something really important. That doesn't mean that this emotion is now transmuted forever. Because in my case, in my story, I felt better, like I felt this peace. And then 15 minutes later, I felt the pain again. And it felt like I had to start from the beginning. And I did it. I began again. The second and the third time was not that extreme anymore because I knew what is at the end, what is there if I do it. But you have to do it again. I don't know how many times, it depends on you and your situation, but it is okay to do it again and again. And if you have this emotion again in a week, in 2 weeks, it is okay. Just learn to handle it. Learn to go inside. The emotion is just a part of you. It's just something that wants to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be loved. You will transmute this energy. And knowing that you can transmute energy and emotion makes you so powerful and so resilient. You know then that nothing can knock you down. And even if it's so beyond painful, you can work with it. You can look at these shadows. You can look at the pain. And you will be so proud of yourself. In my case, it changed my life completely. I always thought I would be this weak person that has so many emotions and so many people around me did not feel in the same way that I felt. But then when I knew I can handle even the strongest emotion, it made me so strong. If you think that your emotions or shadows are the driving force in your life, then watch this video next where I explain how the subconscious mind works and how you can reprogram it so that you have the life that you always wished for. I'm happy that you were here. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.